Steelers taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Taken at the goal line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam. Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give.
Tyron Johnson there on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mitchell not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Hey, 73, 73.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
63, 63.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
The Eagles at 10-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
Hurts, though, here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action with Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Footing always a concern with the extra points up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach, and looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
We'll start with the option.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
You look at this Niner defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football until there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First catch of the game there for Samuel, and it results in a first down.
And the 49ers first down.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibility.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
That was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Hey, 73, 73.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Gets around him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
McCaffrey on the counter. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Seven yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Again, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And his kick is indeed good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Hey, let's go.
On second down, here's Penny. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Still shedding tackles. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy off the play fake.
His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
3rd quarter starts with a run from Swift. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Ready.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Tiger Hornet. 73. 73.
Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
21, 49ers 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 111 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. And you see Purdy. He's going to shift him around. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Just too many mistakes in all phases of the game. Still, you've got a chance to get this back to a 1-score game here in the third quarter. You've got to be able to convert here. Instead, it comes up empty.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
At their own 38-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allow.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Darius Slay with a pick. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he loses the football the 2nd time. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Purdy now to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
It'll be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes the throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
104 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, the passing game right now for them not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Swift is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Intercepted by the 49ers.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. It's taken to the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are right back in this football game.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for third down. Now Purdy. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
It's gotta have it time. 4th and 9. Purdy to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.